Hello, everyone. I'm Gina Galvez. I'm a physician assistant here at the Akasha Center for Integrative Medicine, and I'm excited to talk to you about pain. There's so many ways to approach pain management treatment. That's one of the biggest complaints that people walk into a doctor's office for, is that they're in pain, right? And what happens when you're in pain? You don't think clearly. You can get depressed and anxious because you want to do things that are fun, but the pain is stopping you. And it can really affect your ability to enjoy life and do things that you love to do. So, what makes us stand out here at Akasha's, I think, is our regenerative medicine clinic. And what does that mean, right? So the idea is to regenerate new cells from the damaged cells. Let's say you have tension in your neck, right? Which is a common thing that I see everyone of all ages coming in. What happens there is that you have tight muscles, and I want to categorize that as like trigger points. And trigger points are when your muscles, instead of the actin and myosin filaments doing this with proper contraction and relaxation, what happens is that they form knots. And when those knots form, you don't get proper blood flow to those areas. Sometimes stretching really doesn't help, and you need to put a needle in there to relieve the muscle spasm. So, rather than injecting a steroid or a medication, which would just numb the pain temporarily, using something like PRP or your own blood plasma can regenerate new cartilage and muscle fibers so that you can break down that hard tissue and have this nice motion again. It provides a lot of pain relief, and it's really helpful in the long run if you have had this problem for many, many years. Now, when it comes to joints, like arthritis, for example, when you use PRP, rather than just calming down the inflammation and worsening the problem later on, PRP is so great, for example, because you not only reduce inflammation, but you are releasing growth factors from platelets from your own body. So it's not a medication. It's very natural and has almost no side effects because it comes from your own body. And those growth factors will promote the genesis of new blood vessels, bringing fresh oxygen to these cells that have been kind of suffocated in knots, or with arthritis, right? It clears out all those inflammatory signals and allows blood flow to this tightened, broken down joint now. And then with that, it also releases osteoblasts, and also the production of new cartilage cells there to form new bone and new cartilage around the joint, which is amazing. So, there's a big difference between the immediate relief with negative side effects and the regenerative aspect, where you just see this amazing growth and rehabilitation of a joint over time. And I have seen amazing things in my patients. When it comes to regenerative medicine, you won't necessarily see a joint or cartilage regenerate over a week or 3 months, but over 6 to 12 months, if you do serial x-rays or MRIs for a more detailed look, I have seen a patient's hip arthritis and be very debilitated, where my patient at the age of 70 thought he was never going to be able to travel in his retirement or go places that he wanted to go. And he even had trouble lifting his leg in and out of the car, to being able to walk 20 miles and having no problems traveling the world and doing everything that he wants to do. Looking at an MRI, I saw an eaten up joint from stage 3 arthritis to a pretty normal looking young hip. So I think it's pretty amazing the things that I've seen. In regards to more of the younger patients who don't have arthritis, but have these trigger points of pain, for example, the common neck and lower back. I mean, I'm one of them. I used to have so much neck pain and neck spasms every single month. And I've had 3 PRP injections in my neck muscles and shoulder. And I haven't had a neck spasm in 4 months since my last injection, which is amazing. I haven't had to call out of work sick, which is great. And I've been able to move and carry things again. It's amazing. And also in terms of patients, my young patients that have had these injections, they have really noticed a difference in their mobility, their ability to sleep throughout the night instead of rolling over several times and saying my neck hurts, and then they wake up groggy. And then they have even other things like reduced headaches, mental clarity, reduction in anxiety and depression, because they're able to do things that they like to do instead of being barred down by pain, right? Once again, PRP, or platelet-rich plasma, because it comes from your own body, is super safe. Haven't seen any negative side effects from it because it comes from your own body, and it has such an amazing benefits in the world of sports medicine and in dental surgery. It's used to help implants form in the teeth, or bonding, right, as it helps with bone healing. It's also used in the aesthetics part of our clinic in microneedling of the face and renewing collagen in your skin and your face, reducing fine lines, reducing pore size. I actually use it here as well for hair regeneration. So it's injected into the scalp. It's used for so many things, and it's great. So I'd love to talk more about it.